What's going on, you guys, and welcome to my Let's Play series of Stranded Alien Dawn. We're working on the military outpost currently, and we're under attack. Alright, so let's grab our people. I forgot that we needed to do this. Alright, so draft them all, bring them over here, and let's hit play. So we got a decent swarm coming after us this time. On day 41 of year 4. Okay, so we're right on track. Hopefully you guys are having a good one. I'm a bit tired today, or tonight, I should say. We just got done doing my daughter's birthday party. We did a little bit early. It's not until next week, but we decided to do it this week so that we can invite my wife's friends, as we're gonna have some family over next week, and we just don't have ample space in the backyard. Alright, so they're not coming down this way, and they're actually attacking the walls. What do I do here? I guess some of them came this way. Or is this the last batch? No, that's the last batch. That's only 3. I need all 6. There we go. How many are coming? 85. Ew. I think I'm gonna make a break for it. We're gonna make a break for it, you guys. Run! There we go. I actually talked about using this in the last video, and I'm actually using it in this one. Alright, let's go and undraft. I have a feeling the other 4 will be slowly making their way over now. They'll get picked off as they get closer. Or actually, let's see if there's any that I can access. Those are all butcher. Why can't I find the last 4? Come on. Okay. Hunt. Hunt. Grab my people. Take these out. We don't want them taking out our... Never mind. They took out our lightning rod. Little punks. Oh, I can't not butcher that, because it's a part of the wall. I don't know what to do with here. With this location. Oh well. This route served its purpose, and I can use it as a fallback, so I think I'm going to remove my people off the roof from now on and just have them sit here in the entryway. As these bugs slowly make their way closer to them, I'll just pull them back and pull them back and pull them back and pull them back. I have a lot of room over here. Or alternatively, if I feel like this isn't enough room, I can bring them over here and then just loop them back around. Okay, so let's see what we're working on. We've got some more power that's being put up. Our Air Force is knocked out again. Why is the Air Force always out? I don't understand it. But one thing I am going to do is I'm going to make them reconstruct this flooring. I'm getting tired of seeing it as, stone, and it needs to get upgraded to the next tier, as this has already been upgraded. Now, let me see, I'm missing some flooring. And is it the stone paver? It is indeed the stone paver over here, and over here it is the wooden, I think it's pronounced parakeet? I'm not actually sure how it's pronounced, for being perfectly honest. And then I think we're going to upgrade this front section of wall. Construct 2 carbon. There we are. At least the first couple, so that the walls don't collapse on me again. Just taking a quick look around, seeing how everything's being harvested. Laura, I need you. No, you're not going to go harvest no syrup. And we're not going to select the stone flooring. Go harvest some of that. And then after you harvested some of that, I'm going to have you harvest some of this. And then the silicon. Or you can take a little bit and walk off with it. That works too, I suppose. Right, so let's take a look and see what Melody is working on. Solar roofing. Let's get some printed components. I'm going to need the stimulant, which, what does this do? So they can smoke the stimulant to become more aware, alert, confident, and energetic. If I didn't know any better, I would say they were smoking some of that nose candy. The candy that isn't so dandy. I think I'm gonna make some coffee. Oh, I forgot I have to fill up my Keurig. The water's running a bit low tonight. And I have to change my water filter in my refrigerator, so I think I'm just gonna use some bottled water. Listen, y'all fancy, oh, you're using bottled water in your Keurig. Yeah, I know. But honestly, if you're boiling sewer water, it's still going to be sewer water at the end of the day. Well, at least that's how I view it. And I know you can sterilize water by boiling it and all that other good stuff. But, yeah, I'd rather not gunk up my Keurig's internal components. The less maintenance I have to do on it, the better. But other than taking care of my daughter's part, well, my wife did most of it, if we're being perfectly honest. She went out there, took care of all of the guests, set up the party, while me and my father-in-law installed the new sinkerator, removed the old washer, the old washing machine, installed new ones, took out the old dryer, installed a new one. It was it was a very busy, productive day, and I'm very, very worn out. So this coffee is going to be extremely welcomed. Give me that little bit of energy that I need. Sorry about yawning in your ear. Like I said, it's been a long day. I didn't even do my workout, for being perfectly honest here. I usually work out either early in the morning when I wake up or late at night. And I did neither. It's late at night and I didn't work out. Didn't work out this morning either. So, I'm not sure how to feel about myself right now. This is the first time I've taken off a day of working out in like the last month. Really been trying to step my game up. Not for, building muscle. I mean, that's just something that happens. I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder or anything, but I do have some stubborn belly fat and some moobs. They're not, ridiculous. I have a bird chest to start with. I didn't really do a whole lot of inner chest exercise, but a lot of push-ups. So my outer chest is nice and formed, and then my inner chest, it's flat. So I've been out there working my butt off to try and get some cut, some definition, to try and remove some of this belly fat and even more stubborn chest fat. I swear, when we found out that my wife was pregnant, I got pregnant with her. I gained something like 60 pounds, or close to it. For my child, I was about a buck. I would fluctuate from about 165 at my lightest when I was extremely dehydrated and not eating right, up to like a maximum of 175, 180. Back at my peak in the military, we do a lot of cardio in the military, so it's a little bit harder to gain muscle when you're spending most of your time for PT running. So, my cardio was amazing. Now it's just trash, absolutely trash. Which is another reason I've been out in the gym. I've got to live. I've got to live. And I don't want to turn into one of those 600-pound legs, as my wife calls them. People who just get so morbidly obese that they can't even get out of bed without a forklift. I don't want to end up like that. And like I said, I went from 170 to 220. So about 50 pounds. 225. So about 50 to 55 pounds in the span of a year. Just absolutely ridiculous. And it wasn't even a full year. That was in the span of 9 months, you guys. I went from being lean and cut to just dad bod. And I haven't been able to get rid of it since. Every time I get started on what they call your journey, which honestly I've been on several journeys. It's when you start your workout journey. But I've already been down that road several times, so like every time that I try to start working out, something happens. The last time I had a hernia. It's still here. It still bothers me from time to time, but it's nowhere as severe as it used to be. I've had a couple of exercises that have been really helping it. Now let's grab everybody as we're about to be attacked by the flyers that I think are down here. No, where did they put them this time? Excuse me. Where are the flyers at? Huh? Oh. How did I not see that? Oh, I know why. Because when they first spawn in, they're like literally in a ball. They're probably still piling out of said ball. Yeah, there they go. So what are we looking at here? 2 Junos, not a problem. The 84 humming flies will be a bit of a problem, but at the same time, they won't. They might break one, maybe both, with my flat cannons. And I don't have anything in place for the rest of them. But we're going to go ahead and let the flyers come first, as always. With the flat cannons, which I'm thinking about building a couple more, we're going to let them handle the brunt of the flyer work. And then once the Junos and everything get a little bit closer, oh my god, I didn't reset any traps. I mean, they didn't really give me a whole lot of time to, for being perfectly honest here. Okay, that's all the flyers. Now let's move into the trap. Melody, what are you doing? Do you want to die, Melody? Because these creatures will make sure of it. These creatures will make short work of you, too. Come on, can I please select her? Good lord. And move her over here without handling the fence, because the fence does not need to be closed. Rita, what are you doing? I swear. Get your butts over here. Shortness of breath, that's fine. Moving back. Give myself a little bit of a path here. A little bit of room. Come on. Okay, I think you just gotta push them here. And untrapped. There we go. All taken care of. Man, they don't really give me any breaks, do they? I've just been nonstop being attacked left and right. The second, one attack stops, and here comes another one. It's been, what, 4 days? Day 41? Yeah, day 41 we got attacked. Here we are, day 45. 4 days, you guys. That's what I get. I get 4 days of rest. And then, 3 days of resetting all my traps. It's a slow grind, but it's not unbearable. It just means that we will be taking longer on this playthrough than I initially anticipated. People are passed out in their beds. I don't know why you say fainted. I mean, if they're tucked into bed, aren't they technically sleeping? And who shut the gate? Come on. You know what, Jack? Come here, dude. I don't know who did it, but they didn't need to. There, handle wooden gate. Open that bad boy. I need something. Almost thinking that this is the better route here. This one's just too quick. Again, I'm sorry for yawning in your guys' ears. I'm tore up. Absolutely, just running on fumes here. And unfortunately, it's not going to get any better. Anytime that I try to record a couple videos, every single time I record more than one video, like if I were to record 2 tonight, I guarantee if I were to load up my console tomorrow night, and try to upload this other video, it would fail. It has happened for the last 5 nights. You guys have heard me complaining in every single one of these videos that, it happened again. I'm not blowing smoke up your guys' butts. This is literally what is happening and why I've been so exhausted. What should take me, 2 hours max. 1 hour to record, 1 hour to upload. It's taking me upwards of 3.5 to sometimes 4 hours. And I've even had a video that I freshly recorded just go up in smoke. Which means I'm here again, recording another hour. And it's at night, and I have to be up early in the morning. So, thank God I had that military training for sleep deprivation, because if not, I don't know. I really think that the commentary would just be non-existent. There would be none. I would be just running this game on mute. Which, not gonna lie, that happens from time to time. It's usually later in the video, though, around like the 30 to 40 minute mark, that I tend to trail off, lose sight of the bigger picture, lose commentary, or at least, lose things to talk about. So let's see what we're working with. A shooting star, I don't really need you. Spaceship debris, I want to go for the armory bay. And let's send Rita. Health conditions, whole body, tactical commander. Rita's a tactical commander now? They're all tactical commanders. Combat instructor, that's why. He's a combat instructor. We got 2 combat instructors and 1 tactical. Oh, that's good times. I'm gonna go for it, Rita. Alright, so we need more advanced resources, which means I need to send Ken back out to the farm. Buddy, get to work, and get to work. Make sure there's nothing a little bit closer to home that I could utilize. I mean, I could take that, and I will. Bugs destroyed all of my my syrup over here. What am I hearing? That, and then there was something else. It almost sounds like the skittering of the bugs. I don't know. Maybe it's just my hearing being a little weird. Wouldn't be the first time. Constantly got a ring in my ear at all times, and especially the left one. The left one never shuts up. I usually have to avert to playing loud music, which, that's not necessarily good for the tinnitus, but I have to play it loud regardless for me to get any kind of reprieve from the pitch. It's so annoying, you guys. Absolutely one of the worst things in life. Well, I stand corrected. I can't say it's one of the worst things in life. There are so many more things that are worse than it, but to me, it's the worst thing in life because I've been living with it for the last, 18 years. I have not had silence. You guys, if you have silence, don't take it. Don't take it for granted. I am telling you, love the quiet in your ears. Love the quiet in your head. I miss mine so much. But unfortunately, the government thought it would be a good idea to contract $3 million for their earplug pro, and I might say that stuff was atrocious. Anybody that thinks that 3 little teeny tiny silicone rubber tips, essentially what it is the like earbuds and all that stuff, the little rubber piece that you attach to it and you stick in your ear, or any kind of earbud, it's 3 of those stacked on top of each other. Okay, that ain't doing crap. It ain't stopping nothing. With one of them, I can hear my wife yelling at me with the music full blast and still hear her. So imagine a gunshot. It didn't do nothing to stop it. And when you're just out and about on patrol and you get into an engagement, your hearing protection is the absolutely last thing that you think about. The first thing you think about is return fire. Because you're not going to be like, hold on, enemy, I've got to put my hearing protection in. Give me a minute. They're not going to be like, okay, go ahead. I'll go ahead and sip some tea while you're doing it and have myself a cigarette. That's not how everything happens. So whoever thought it was a good idea to do that, you need to be fired. Like, straight up, you need to be fired. No, if you want us to have hearing protection, it needs to be a part of the helmet apparatus. And I'm not saying give us, full on, you can't hear nothing. But, some sound canceling headphones like what I'm wearing right now, they help a lot with a lot of the sound. Helps a lot of mitigation from the high pitch of it. Now, if you can find a way to make them efficient with weapons, that'd probably be the best hearing pro you can get your hands on. It's lightweight. Unlike those little tiny earpieces that go into your ear, it covers the whole ear, not allowing any kind of penetration. Obviously there is going to be some sound penetration you can hear with headphones on, but at the same time, it does muffle a lot of those piercing sounds. Like, even if I had my normal earbuds in and my normal headphones here, like if I had my earbuds in, forget about it. My kid screams in my ear, ringing nonstop. I wear these. They're Evo Crushers, more or less just your standard over-ear headset. And I have no problems. She'll scream like right up against it. Not a problem. Is it annoying? Yeah, nobody likes to hear anybody screaming. But does my head feel like it's splitting in half? God, no. That's what they should have done. Invest a little bit. It's not like you're not making your money off of us. You give us, bad equipment, and then we have to pay for it at the end because, Oh, we gave you pristine equipment. No, you didn't. You gave me some crap equipment. You're lucky it's all here, especially when we go overseas. Like, I kid you not, you guys. When you go overseas, you get majority of your stuff packed away, and that's anything you hold sacred, put it in that. Okay? Because you also get a box. You get a box that gets shoved in with everybody else's box in a room or two. Okay? And there's no guarantee that you're ever going to get that box back. Every time I came back from a deployment, always somebody else's box. I would always have to go and find out who it was, track down my spare phone, track down my spare street clothes, all of that stuff. I always had to do it every single time. So, what that means is if you had equipment in there, it's gone, and you're now paying the government to, replace it. So, I swear, the people in charge of packing in the military, they must not have graduated kindergarten. I mean, it's not hard. You get given a unit, their name. I mean, the name's on the box. People put their friggin' names on the box. I put mine in big ol' Sharpie. Every single time I put my last name and letters. Like, you get a box that's about, 3 feet to 4 feet tall, about 2 feet wide. I would write my whole last name on every last piece of it in big ol' 6-inch letters. Did I ever get my box back? No, never. And I was even stationed on a small post, you guys. Caserma Italy in Italy, it's literally 2 infantry battalions. Yeah, 1st Battalion and 2nd Battalion, 503rd Infantry, attached to the 173rd Airborne. And majority of the 173rd Airborne is in Germany. We have both 1st and 2nd Battalion at this little teeny tiny base. You have a little bit of distribution and a handful of the other people that are there to make bases work: logistics, transportation, mechanics, cooks. There's not a lot of them. Like, literally, the cooks and the distribution and all of them were in the same company. One company to oversee an entire base. Okay, so that goes to show you the size of the base I was on. It wasn't any of these Fort Bragg and Fort Moore, none of those, okay? This is a tiny base, and you couldn't get my box back to me to save your life. And mind you, I've had people be like, "Hey, can I store something in your box?" I said yes one time. It was an NCO's phone. It was a side phone. He forgot to put it away, and they said, "Sorry, you can't take it to Afghanistan." So he's like, "Can I put it in your box?" I was like, "Sure." After deployment, I couldn't find it. It's in my box and nothing. Next, we got the security signal mission. I'm gonna send Rita on that and hope for the best. And if we don't get anybody, then the bare minimum, we can get some. No, cancel expedition with Rita. There we go. We can get an observation or something. If not, oh well. Is that a mech core? I don't need a mech core. Okay, let me see. Since we do now have a mech core, that allows us to research the light mech and the combat mech. There it is. And do the defense? No, it needs an AI core. But I want to get these done first, you guys. So that's what I'm going to be focusing as a service bot. Give me 1 second, you guys. I need to run the bathroom. And I'm back. Sorry about that, you guys. Alright, so expedition's been completed. Well, I mean, what should I do here? From where? Inside the armory bay? I already have an armory bay. Free barbecue. Yeah, I already have an armory bay mission that I haven't even worked on, so don't need another one. I believe the armory bay is a mission that you can do forever. So I'm just gonna leave. Give me 1 second. There we go. So I think we're just gonna leave it for now. The mission I'm talking about. Karen, what are you doing? Oh God. Ken is about to die. What the heck? Are you friggin' serious, game? I ain't doing this crap, you guys. Nope. I'm not coming back from a bathroom break and Ken's over here running right into the enemy. Like, we need some better pathing, game, okay? Like, when you see that there's a person walking towards the entire horde, make him run the other way, yeah? Please, make him go the other way. Okay, you're starting to annoy me. You're getting killed. Or not. Alright, let's try this again. Load. Ken, I swear to Christ, dude. I'm gonna punch you, your half-sister, and your mother right in the mouth. Draft. Make you walk away from him this time. Nope, here they go. Right for him. And there's nothing I can do. Ken is just going to die out here. Oh, did I manage to get him out of there? Jesus, you guys. Nope, he's about to get killed right here. Look at this, you guys. They all go right for him. Nope. I'm going back further. This is absolutely ridiculous. Like, I'm on the verge of cursing. There we go. We'll go back here because, you know, this game just has to attack me every 4 days. Like, can I get something done? Please, can I get some work done on my base? I am absolutely tired of resetting traps to get a half a day's work done just to get attacked again. I mean, this has been up for a second video and it's still sitting here unfinished. Sitting here unfinished. Why? Because the game can't figure out what the heck. I mean, I know and understand I am playing on a harder difficulty, okay? So that warrants maybe more bug attacks, but not more frequent attacks. And I'm really trying to do a good playthrough here. Unsuccessfully, because of the every 4-day nonsense. Not enjoying it in the slightest. If this is what the harder difficulty means, is you get attacked more frequently, then I just don't have time for the harder difficulties. You know, I'm trying to do a series that lasts anywhere between 10 and maybe 20 videos max. I haven't even gotten the thing to even start this end game playthrough yet. I haven't even started working on it. I don't even have the resources for it because everything is just falling apart. Everything is falling apart. I need 12 electronics, 4 CPUs, everything. Everything is going to crap. Look at all these. I've got 4, 5, 6 power generators just doing nothing. Why, you might add? Because every 4 days, I have to get attacked. Like clockwork. Every 4 days. When we started this video, at day 41, we got attacked. At day 45, we got attacked. The maximum days in this game, 48 days in a year. So, 45, 46, 47, 48, that's 3 days. We're on day 4. Which means, time to get attacked again. And not this time, Ken. Get back to base before I kick you in the mouth. Let's see if they send all the flyers at me again, because I kind of want revenge. Not gonna lie. Thank God. And the same location. Good. Come get some. You know, trap one of my people off there by himself while I'm in the middle of the bathroom break. Shenanigans. Alright, so we managed to figure this one out. All it took was me, you know, grabbing Ken a little bit earlier. It's just, you know, ridiculous, you guys. Every 4 days. I even have freezers that are out because I can't get nothing repaired. All of my time and energy is going to something else. Repairing things. Repairing traps. But here they come. Getting my revenge against these pesky flyers, and they've already taken out one of my flat cannons. That's ridiculous. And that's literally one flat cannon versus 50 flyers. Melody, what are you guys doing? Okay, let's not select everybody like I said. Thank you. God. And then I'm not resetting all of these traps. I'm bringing my people over here so that they can just pick them apart. Okay, explosive little punks. Man, how many explosive scarabs was that? They almost took Jack out. $24 of them. Jesus. And they're not messing around this run through, are they? Well, thankfully, they went through the area that doesn't have a whole lot of traps on them. And I shut them down early. So hopefully, we will have a little bit of work done. As I don't have to do all this now. Please, let me get some work done. I beg of thee. I did say I wanted to move these, didn't I? Oh well. God, I've got too much to do. Alright, who's doing handling of this? Because this is what needs to be done. Oh, I don't have any scraps. That's why. Never mind. No scrap, no nothing. And that's why Ken is okay. Now I see why we're having the problem that we're having. I need to allow Ken to go and salvage, and let me see, how's my fuel consumption? Or my fuel, not my fuel consumption. Fuel's just at about 200, so we can run another mission. Let's go for some spaceship debris. And who's got a high physical? I'm going to send Ember this time. No, I'm not. I'm going to send Rita. It means I get less scrap, but at the same time, I still need to make sure that I have all of my things unlocked, all of my observations completed. The more observations, the more research, and that becomes available. How is this not even half done yet? I swear, you guys, the video that I recorded 3 sessions ago that ended up being corrupt, this whole thing down here was, 100%. Now, I did grab everybody and force them to work on it, so I mean, that's partially why it got completed, but it got completed. And this whole every 4 days nonsense. And we're already on day 3, which means I'm about to get attacked in 2 more days. Give me a reprieve game. A small one. I don't care if you give me like every 4 days, like every 5 days. Just give me an extra day in here so where people can work. I mean, Lara's got a lot of planting to do. And not enough time to do it. And I think I'm going to add another gate right here. Right there. I noticed that she went all the way the long way when she could have just went the other way. And so she got medium. We also found a large container of liquid fuel. Perfect. That'll keep us going for the next round. Oh, that's a light that's malfunctioning. Of course it's a light that's malfunctioning. Lots of lights malfunctioning. Why wouldn't they be? Alright, Melody, I really need you to stop crafting gas, okay? You need to work on everything else besides the gasoline. There, until 100. Knock it off. Go do something else. Please. There's so much more to craft. Electronics. We got some armors that need to be done, yeah? Yeah? You work on them too. There you go. Look at you making other stuff. A solar flare and a severe heat wave. Really, game? Well, this ain't hard mode for nothing. You would think that I'm on insane difficulty with the luck I'm having right now. Every 4 days being attacked, I think in insane difficulty, it's every 3 days. I wouldn't be able to do it. I would literally lose my mind if I couldn't at least get 2 days of solid work in after every round of attack. Because it literally takes 2 days to reset all these traps. 2 days. And then that gives me a day to maybe harvest and a day to make some food and maybe make a repair to 1 or 2 things. Even then, it's not cutting it. I mean, look, we're already running low on more. Wait, never mind. We're still down on 6. I thought I saw a 7th one go down. So regardless, this is really getting annoying. I mean, Jack's not even... Hold on, there's something not right with their activities. Yeah, see, Jack's... Go to a 3, dude. That's why he's over here handling everything and not actually getting anything done. There we go. It was that button. Okay. And these aren't ready to go yet. I mean, that one is. That one's almost ready. These aren't doing anything. Absolutely worthless. I'm thinking about just deconstructing one of them, being perfectly honest with you. Just using power and doing nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna deconstruct this one. I'm tired of it. Literally doing nothing. You know what? I'm gonna cancel the deconstruction. Only because I know once I get a harvest drone in here, the harvest drone's just gonna be out here 24/7. Alright, so I mainly need to get Ken doing some salvaging over there. We need some more electronics, we need CPUs, we need metal, and we need scrap metal. Jack is doing a little bit of cutting to make room in here, which finally he's doing that. I kind of messed up with the having him work on these. I think I need to allocate that to Rita, as she stays inside the compounds of the base for the most part. You know, she doesn't go too far. She's usually just within this sector. She goes upstairs, does some cooking, and then, you know, she doesn't really do much else. Yeah, see, she's over here cooking. Ooh, that sneeze hurt. Thankfully, I got the mute button off in time. We're sitting on 49 minutes now. Nearly done. I am going to do a little bit of editing and cut out majority of that bathroom break. That was a pretty lengthy bathroom break. And sorry for the lack of commentary around, I think, the 30-minute mark. I had to take a phone call. And instead of pausing the game or doing some editing, like I said, I can only record up to an hour at a time. So I didn't want to have multiple videos because, like I've said prior, once I go past after I've recorded one video, it's almost guaranteed for those next few videos with like one of them to just fail. So I'm not taking that chance anymore. So that's the main reason you guys get about an hour-long video, unedited, even though the commentary on some of them is just really bad. You know, I'm not like other channels, okay? I'm not ashamed of anything that I say. If it comes out of my mouth, you know, there ain't nothing I can do to stop it. Well, there is. Honestly, I could hit the mute button, but what am I really trying to say here? I guess what I'm really trying to say here is I'm not ashamed of the way I think. I'm not ashamed of the way I feel. I feel that my commentary is pretty spot on for the most part. Sometimes we drift off into the mundane or the macabre. A lot of the times we trail off back into my military history. Honestly, it was a very exciting time for me. I had a lot of good memories of that period in my life. So obviously I'm going to want to talk about it. Now you're not going to hear everything, obviously. You're not going to hear about the times where I was engaging enemies, because that's not me. I'm not one of those guys where you're like, oh, how many people did you kill? Oh, I killed this many and blah, blah, blah. No, I'm humble. Who cares how many people somebody killed? Honestly, I was an infantryman. That should say enough. Almost every single infantryman in the military has killed somebody. Okay? At least during wartime activity. It's almost guaranteed for them to at least have one. Some of them, they don't really care. They like that chip on their shoulder. Oh, I killed 32 and blah, 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 blah. I took his gun and... Like, who cares? Honestly, who cares? I didn't enjoy that part of my service. I didn't join to kill people. I joined to ensure that the combat wasn't in my city streets, in front of my family. Because when you go to war, it's going to end up on somebody's doorstep. Regardless. It's always going to end up on somebody's doorstep. And the role of a military is to make sure that it's not on your doorstep. Sometimes other countries get caught in the crossfire, which that's extremely, extremely unfortunate. And then, honestly, I feel war is unavoidable. It's completely avoidable. But we have people in power that are just so full of themselves that they can't see past, unifying the world. Like, enough of these countries, okay? We're already so far advanced in our technology that you can go to anywhere on Google, okay? There is no real limiters. I mean, certain countries will limit what you can and can't see. Obviously, North Korea is a very big example where they will feed lies to their people. Just completely lie to them, saying that the West is the devil and this and that. And our leader is superior. And yeah, your leader isn't superior. I mean, the man had a conversation, or lack thereof, with Putin, of all people, right? And all he did was mimic everything that Putin did. Like, Putin would adjust his mic stand, and he would go out of his way to adjust his mic stand. Like, doing the exact same things. So your superior leader is... he's not. Let's just be honest. Now, he does have incredible power, and he could be utilizing it for good, but instead he's not. He's utilizing it for his own selfish gains. Which is why I'm starting to lean more towards, let's just get rid of our borders, you guys. No more I'm American, I'm Hispanic, I'm this or that. I'm a human. How about that? I am a human being. I am not a horse. I am a human. I'm not this. Enough with our segregation. Because we all do it to some extent. And everybody's, some sort of, racist. Let's be perfectly honest. Everybody has people that they don't like. Me, I try to hate everybody equally. That's a joke. That's something that I like to joke about. You know, hating everybody equally. I don't have nothing wrong with people. You can get me one-on-one with somebody, and I will have an excellent conversation with them. You get me with multiple people, and you just see the worst in humanity come out because everybody's got to be a fool. I've got to do this stupid thing around my friends because, you know, they accept me as an idiot. So I can be an idiot instead of, you know, I can be respectful. Or they'll resort to using guns to fight instead of utilizing words, which is so much harder to do. Anybody can fire a weapon at somebody. It don't take nothing but a toddler to do that. You just pull the trigger. You a punk is what you are. And I just see more and more all these youngsters, you know, younger generations just resorting to the violence because nobody knows how to communicate anymore. Nobody wants to take the effort to understand somebody else's struggle. And here's the funny thing: some people in America, they'll say, "Oh, I'm repressed, and I'm in this, and I'm that," and they have never actually seen true oppression. Like, there's some organizations that are for certain things, and if you were to go over to that country preaching that, they'd chop your head off, and you're preaching for them. Ah, you little punk. Yeah, but they actually waited a couple of days. That was refreshing. Yeah, sorry about those last few minutes. I went off on a tangent there, didn't I? That's just honestly how I feel. I feel that a lot of things can be avoided if we were to just, you know, sit down and talk about them. But people are just too impatient, so self-centered. It makes me sick. We need more people like our service members. Any military service member, somebody who joins something not for themselves, but for the greater good. But yeah, that's a little insight into the inner workings of my crazy brain. And unfortunately, that's all we have time for this one. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button, and we can hang out in your algorithm for a little bit longer. I might be able to give you a few more videos that you can enjoy. If you didn't, I'm sorry that this isn't for you. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I hope you find what you're looking for. But you guys, thank you for coming through. Regardless, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. You guys take care. Stay safe. I'll catch you in the next one. Later, guys.